easier said than done, but like we have the power. I love social media. Like I love the people I meet on it. I love connecting with people on it. I love sharing my story. And I try to respond to as many DMs as I can. And whenever I do, 9 times out of 10 people will say, I love how you always respond. I love how you're so interactive.
Yeah.
And then if I do have the pleasure of bumping into them in the street, which has happened more often than not recently, which has been so nice, they have only nice things to say about like a lyric or a show or whatever. And having that connection is so beautiful. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah. And it's a way to connect that wasn't always there. I think in the old days, it was like all about being mysterious and not knowing people. And now it's like people are dying to know who this person is behind the artist.
Yeah.
So that's cool that we have that route and that you found your way to do it, make engaging content, but still have it authentic to who you are. Because when you go to her page, it's not that personality can't be faked. Rosa Cecilia, her personality on her Instagram page, it cannot be faked at all. So I appreciate that as a fan.
Yeah, thank you. No, I mean, I know that what I am doing is a little bit unorthodox sometimes. Like this video I posted last week that I think it's on 100K now. I was like in Paris and I lost my day job recently. And I just thought, how can I have almost 70,000 Instagram followers and 70,000 Spotify monthly listeners and not be making, not be able to be like, okay, I'm not balling, but at least I'm making minimum wage. And so I made a video about that. And I had some other small artists DM me saying, oh my God, girl, like I so appreciate you sharing this, but you're so brave to share that. I was like, I didn't even think about that. Because they're like, I wouldn't want to be that honest about my life. And so, but I think it's important that we're honest. We are all struggling here. And then I ended up, I don't know if it's going to follow through, but I ended up having a listener DM me and offer to invest money in my project because he sees what I'm doing and he's like, I feel like you're going places, so I'm willing to like financially invest in you. I don't have any labels reaching out to me saying that.
Right.
So that's why I appreciate my listener connection so much, because they're my client.
Yeah.
They're buying the live show tickets. They're buying the T-shirts. They're potentially investing in my team and my project. And I'm so grateful for that. So I want to give them, obviously I have boundaries, but I want to give them my story to the extent that they deserve and that can inspire them and connect.
No, that's dope. And you hit on my next question, because it definitely is hard to make a living as an artist. That's like a truth that I guess most people aren't honest enough to talk about. So that's good that you are. But I was going to ask, what are your plans to try to make a living off of music? But it sounds like you're already thinking about that and getting those opportunities.
Yeah, I think so. And I think outing it is also important collectively. Because since losing my day job, even though it was scary, it actually has made me think now, like, okay, how can I make money from this? Like maybe I do more private membership shows where I can charge higher fees because they have the budget to do so, etc. So I am thinking, of course, from a selfish perspective, like how can I pay my rent and pay for my project and find investment? Then on the flip side, I want to think about it from a collective standpoint, as in like, how can we all start making money? Because I'm not alone here. Not everybody has a rich dad to invest in them. If you do, slay and hook us all up, please. Because that would be great, honestly. Like, let's make a big familia together. Let's do it. But, even Lily Allen said she made more money off of feet pics on OnlyFans. Oh. She made £18,000 off of feet pics on OnlyFans, more than Spotify made her. We're talking about one of the biggest pop stars. And this is not a pop star that started releasing music in the streaming era. This woman sold CDs.
Right.
Sorry, I get so passionate, but like, girl, what the hell is going on?
So
it's like, if Lily Allen is having issues, can you imagine the issues that people like us are having?
Right.
You know, so I think I want to make content that outs it and speaks about it. Even producers are being screwed over. Writers are being, an artist like Ray, who I admire so much. I don't know if you've looked, she's huge here. I don't know if she's big in the States. She's amazing.
I may know her if I hear the music.
Yeah. She did that song Escapism. She's dope. But she's out. She used to be a writer for other artists. I think she still does it from time to time. And she talks about how the point system isn't fair, and you know, we need to start getting paid for our work, because again, it's the song that connects. It's the song that people are buying into, and yet it's the big streaming platform execs that are taking the massive paychecks, and I just don't think it's fair.
It's not fair. So how do we change it?
I think we've got to keep talking about it. We've got to rally, we've got to keep talking about it. We've got to ask fans for support as well. There are fans that have money out there. Like, I think as well, when you come from a background that, you know, $1,000 to me as a small artist sounds like a lot of money. So a lot of people, that's not a lot of money.
Right.
And that's okay. But if they're willing to invest that in me, I got to take it with gratitude and intelligence and invest in myself. I think we all got to start investing in ourselves a bit more. But I'm still learning, so
Absolutely. Well,
I'm open.
you're learning, but learning is the half of the battle. I think once you start learning, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're learning, you're actually much more ahead than a lot of people who are just like, this sucks. And then they just keep going on with their day and not talking about it.
Yeah, especially if you have something, if you have a skill and there's value in your skill, you should get paid duly for that, I believe.
I agree. We got to make it happen. Let me ask you this: if a major label did come to you and offer you a deal, would you accept or would you rather stay independent?
I have a really good lawyer, so it depends on the terms of the contract. Shout out my
Good
lawyer,
answer.
Lily.
That is a great answer. Okay, so if the terms are right,
Yeah.
then you would be okay with
If
it.
the terms are right, we can
Right.
have some conversations.
And then once you get in the door, then hopefully you could help it. You know, you
Oh,
would
no,
have
then I'll
more
become
influence.
an asshole, babe. No.
Right. Obviously.
But once I'm good, then screw y'all. No.
I'll never answer another DM again.
Yeah,
Y'all
your
are all
DMs are
done.
closed.
Right.
No, of course.
Okay, well, we're going to hold you to that because we believe that you are going to get to those points and more. So
Fingers
once you
crossed.
get there, don't forget about little old WeTM.
Never.
And the rest of your fans.
Never.
So obviously you develop the confidence. You have great music. Do you ever have moments of self-doubt where you wonder, should I be doing this? Can I keep doing this?
Yeah. Right now, I'm in a really good space. Right now, I feel like I could take over the world. I don't know why. Apparently, the moon entered Aquarius first time in 23 years. I'm Aquarius. I don't know if that's got to do with it. But yeah, definitely. Oh my God, I've had so many moments of self-doubt. And even, like I said, I'm my own manager, label, agent. But that also means that there aren't labels, managers, and agents that I believe are at the caliber of what I would expect or what I think my creative team deserves. And that's not being shady. That's just being real.
Yeah.
Then I do think, oh God, why isn't a big major manager reaching out and offering to help me? Why isn't a big label offering to help me? Am I not good enough? Blah, blah, blah. But I have amazing friends who are also creatives and are also part of my team. And they provide me with that validation when I need it. And I trust their judgment. And they wouldn't just like blow smoke up my ass.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if Malcolm believes in me, if Anna believes in me, if all my
Nice.
friends believe in me, then I'm cool. I must be cool. And I'm the same for them.
Right. That support group is important for you.
Yeah, for sure. There's like chosen family,
Yeah. Is that who you lean on when the self-doubt comes in? They kind of pick you up and be like, no, we need more music.
Yeah, I'm actually getting emotional thinking about it, to be honest, because I've been in such dark spaces and they've always been there to just remind me of my voice and how important my voice is. So yeah, I'm really appreciative of that for sure.
Yeah. For the artists out there who are maybe going through similar things that you went through that maybe don't necessarily have that support, do you have any advice for them for how, encouragement to keep going?
Yeah, can people start going out again? Go out.
Yeah.
Leave your house. I know it, because even cheap nights out, like I met all these amazing people either through being part of some form of collective, like creative collective, or literally just clubbing. Like literally just go out and have a good time. Like my brother's a bit younger than me. He's 20, 21. And he just doesn't go out. He's got great friends though. But that's how you meet good creatives, just having fun with people and then following up and having that coffee and having that conversation and doing photo shoots for £10 in your mum's office or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I've met people. And like we've had L's. Like I've done projects with these people that didn't work out and we all made mistakes, but that's how we learned and that's how we mastered our crafts together. So yeah, that's the advice I would say. And also I think female artists are often pitted against each other. And so there even was a period for the first year of my releasing music where I was friends with writers, I was friends with producers, photographers, but I didn't have any female artist friends. And I feel like that's such an independent experience. So now I have a lot of friends who are artists. My friend Jess, she's a really good friend of mine. I've known her for years. She's much further ahead of me in her career. And I'm so grateful for our relationship because she always reminds me like, babes, I was where you were like 6 years ago. Like, don't worry, you've got this. And I really respect that. It's helpful.
How is it being a female artist in the music industry? Is there certain experiences that you have to go through that maybe your male counterparts don't have to?
I wouldn't say it's like the male counterparts don't have to go through. Because, for example, if we're talking about a black male artist, because they're black, they're going to go through things that I wouldn't understand.
Right.
Then also I have the Latin layer which is a community that has never really been represented from the UK. So people are scared of it. People don't understand it. I wouldn't even call myself a Latin artist. I just call myself an artist, and some of my songs you can hear I'm Latin because I'm being myself and I don't know how to not be myself. And I am Latin.
Right.
So there's angles that come with the Latin thing, with the female thing. Queer artists have the same, you know, but I think if you have a strong voice, eventually just like fuck the boxes, you know, like, yeah. But there's definitely been moments where being my own manager and being my own agent, I go into certain meetings and I can just see them not really appreciating how many questions I have or how many things I know, and they don't seem to like it very much. But I don't really want to work with them anyway.
Right.
So it's not that deep.
Yeah, I'm about to say that helps you cancel out the ones that aren't, you know your worth. So you know the ones that should be with you are going to be the ones that appreciate those questions, appreciate that knowledge and that power that you hold within yourself.
100%.
Nice. Well, you've spoken about not always making empowering choices and embracing the messiness of yourself. Why do you think it's important to show that side of humanity in yourself?
Because that's life, I think. Like, life is messy, life is chaotic, life is self-doubt, tragedy, but it's also joy, and it's also like how to find moments of joy in that tragedy. I mean, even like if you look at love songs, like love has so much pain.
Yeah.
You know, like when you first like someone, you don't know if they like you back. That's pain. Then when you finally like each other, it's like, well, this might not last, and that idea is painful. And then when it ends, is painful. Like,
yeah, it
you
is a lot of
know,
pain
like
in
life
love.
is duality, but I think that's the beautiful thing about it.
Do you think love is worth the pain? Is love worth the heartbreak?
Always. I think if you have a good sense of self and because, okay, I just went through a breakup, and even though it was tough, he was a beautiful person. Like, I never would have entered a relationship, I think, with someone that wasn't super lovely. It's just a case of like, maybe our paths are not aligned. So yeah, definitely always worth the pain.
You say you never would have, you mean you never would have started like a relationship with someone that wasn't?
Yeah, I never, if like, he's obviously a lovely person. Like, I wouldn't have
Right.
even, we were together for such a long time. Like, I wouldn't have been with someone for so long if they weren't gorgeous and joyful and
Right.
beautiful, you know? I would have bounced a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it just, and sometimes, you know, things are meant for that time. Everything isn't meant for forever. So that love can be powerful, but just not be forever all the time. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Right? It is okay, right?
Yes, okay.
I'm telling you, I'm convincing myself at the same time. Like, it is okay, right?
No, it is okay. Nothing is ever permanent.
Yeah.
That good or bad, right? So you just got to ride the wave while you're in it and like take the wins, take the L's.
Just got to ride the wave.
I just wrote a song called Ride the Wave.
Oof. We can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.